Hi guys, Volta here again. This is phase 2 of building the village. So we've got it to a basic stage where we can have a few beds in, we've got a fire, we're comfortable, we've got lights. The next thing we're going to start doing is accumulating craftsmen. We're going to get the blacksmith first, and the hunter, the alchemist, the farmer, the carpenter, the bard. And we need housing for all of them. And we can cram in a load of beds, but they also have gear that they need. So this is a bit of a growth phase. What you should do is go out and really farm up some stuff. Get plenty of stone, plenty of wood. I'm sticking to those basic materials with a little bit of flintstone here and there, because this is all stuff you can get in this area. Flintstone's over there in the mine, just where I'm facing. Wood and stone are all around us. I tend to decimate that block of stone there because obviously it comes back because it's just outside my area. So every time I log out and then again, it's renewed. So it's a great source. So the thing I really want to do here is mark out my area where I'm going to work. I'm going to use basic stone, and I'm going to use, rather than foundations, which I could do, I'm going to use these floor coverings because they don't destroy what's underneath them. And I'm really just after marking out what I'm going to do in the future. If I want to replace these with foundations, I can do. But for now, I just want to say this is the area where I'm going to be building things, and I'm going to be sticking to 3x3s because it works so well. I've got housing here for the carpenter and the blacksmith. I've got housing on the other side for the hunter and the farmer. And at the back, I'm going to do housing for the alchemist and maybe the collector. I tend to put the collector in his own space, generally, but for now, I'll do this. Now, there is an issue here because we have a little bit of land rise, so we can start getting the land creeping over the building space. It's not this time, so it's okay. Another thing I need to do is build pillars to mark the corners, just the same, get them in the corner, and I'm going to build these double height because I messed up a bit last time and I had a shortened pillar on the top. If you do it this way, it's easier. Another thing that I could do, I'm not doing it here because it's a pain and it takes ages to do and it's boring to watch, is you can dig out a cellar here. So just dig down, put foundation blocks and delete them. You can have some stairs going from there down to your cellar and put your collector in there and have an underground kingdom if you want. As I say, I'm not doing it this time because it's just really time consuming and tedious. It's something you definitely want to do off camera. The reason I've built 3 houses at the front as well is your needs are going to change. At the moment you can have a couple of chests in here and that'll be fine. As time goes on, you're going to need to expand. Now the best way to expand it is to build out this front, make it more elaborate, use different stones to do it, put steps up at the side going to it. You can make it as fancy as you want, but for now this is serving our purpose. But the whole idea is that this is expandable. So let's expand it a bit. Let's take some wood blocks, turn them to the side and bang. I'm going to actually go to a door here, change to, where's that flintstone? And back to wood. You can do this as fancy as you want, or as simple as you want. I always prefer to start simple and then expand. You can put all sorts of things in as you go along with no problem at all. In fact, there I would probably put another stone wall in, because I can put a fireplace in if I do it that way. But as I say, don't overcomplicate it. We're going to make a space there, and I am going to go to a roof now, and I'm going to use a flat roof so that you can, because I'm probably going to build out there over it to make space for the servants. But so there is an argument for putting flooring down, but I did that in the first one, so we'll do a roof here. And as you can see, it just snaps in. There's no stress, no messing about. He says messing about, but it's as simple as that. Now this area is going to be a work area for the carpenter and the blacksmith. So you might want to extend that roof out to cover it. I'm going to put, I think it will be flintstone here, because it just looks nice. And again, I'm not doing whole foundations, I'm just doing the panels. So, bang, bang, bang. This lets me distinguish between these working areas for them and the actual building area there. So if you want to put maybe a flintstone thing in the corner, makes it look quite nice, doesn't it? So you can see it's already starting to build up. We're going to do the same on the other side and the same here at the back. So let's go back to wood. As you get more materials, better materials, it might be a case of you want to start using them instead of this, and it's really easy to change them. The way you've seen me do it before, you can, oops. Now, sometimes when you've got blocks and things there, you'll have to manually adjust. So there you go, that's right. But you see I've got this side of the pillar going through here. What I could do is I could go to the adjuster one and get rid of these and put in the actual wooden pieces that I'm using, like so. Or I could leave it and just have a little alcove there, and you know, there's all sorts of things you can do with it. Basically just don't stress it. Make sure you've got the full height on them. That's the thing I always tend to forget. But I've gone off grid there. So, building this up, I'm trying to stop myself from being too fussy about it. He says being fussy, but there's so much that you can do here. And it's so simple. I think I'm just going to go to the flooring blocks here, because I'm going to basically be building a bedroom out here in the near future. Try and make sure you are sticking to the grid. It's very easy to go off it when you're doing this, but if they all slot in like that, it gets so much easier for you. Now, doors. You can have a wooden door or a flintstone door, whatever you prefer. But basically, you've just got two areas there where you can build. I'm going to do a third one, build out here, and again, it's the same thing. Just slot them into place, go to stone, flintstone, back to wood. Put doors in wherever you want, windows in wherever you want. I would definitely find myself building out from this. So I might have a terrace upstairs or some extended working piece, you know, to suit my needs at the time. It's not supposed to be a prison, it's supposed to actually free you up to be a bit more creative. So, there we go. And again, I'm going to make this a work area for the hunter and the farmer. Now, the farmer has got loads of room to grow out to the sides and things. This is where you start needing to do some blocks and just get rid of what's there. Like so. And if you want to build a bit of a wall around it to contain it, make it look a little nicer, that's okay too. It can cover up those little bits of weird land thing. And if you wanted to make it a castle, you know, this is a perfect way to build the walls up. So again, I'm going to do the flooring because that's what I want to do. I'm going to use something different. I'll use Enshrouded on this one. So, this is the state of the build at the moment. This is phase 2. We've got lots of room for the actual workers. We've got little places you can put all the bits and pieces out in here. And then the other side, the alchemist has got his own little space. You could have a fire here. I probably would have a fireplace here. Upstairs, you've got your bedroom, which is ready to expand in all directions. So you can take it out in all directions there. That'll be the next phase. And we'll probably build a tower up to take that central piece one level higher, or maybe 2 levels higher, so that you can put the bard in and maybe the collector on the top. It might be nice doing that. I'd probably start changing some of the materials at this point. So as you get them, you choose how you want it to look. It's very easy to take pieces out and put them in because it's on the grid, so they will just snap in. If you want to build a bit of a terrace on that upper part, then do it. It's no problem at all. Right, I'm going to try and keep these short. So this is the next phase. I'm going to build out the bedrooms. I'll fill that in because you know how it works. You can see what I'm doing there. So I will build them out and show you that. And then we'll take this central tower up a couple of levels and we'll build this area out so that you've got more storage. I'll start using some different materials so you can see how that works. But for now, that's it. We're not going to grow the altar again because we just simply don't need to. We are still actually within the original space of the unexpanded altar, and we will remain so. But it's nice to have a bit of land to grow a farm into or whatever. So, there you go. Vaulting out.